So it's the playoff preview.
You can see.
Playoff preview, man. You have the college football playoff rankings came out December 4th. The Bulldogs are number one. They've been number one all year. They won the SEC championship. They lifted up the quarterback like he was a rag doll, like a toddler that you're trying to get out of the supermarket. And then you have Michigan, who just absolutely annihilated Ohio State to win the Big Ten, and then beating Purdue in the Big Ten championship. TCU, who actually lost the Big 12 championship, but they have been so. Do you call them lucky or do you call them good?
Now, before you ask me, do you want the truth or do you want the podcast answer?
Give me both. Give me the truth first. No, give me the podcast answer first.
Hey, all the teams in the top four. This is a different top four than they're used to having. I think that every team earned their spot there, and I think that these are the top four teams in college football right now.
Give me the truth.
This is some trash. First of all, I do not believe in Michigan. Not at all.
Apparently, you and Sneaky are the same.
I would pay money to watch Utah play Michigan and see who's a better team. I'm betting on Utah. Number one. Let's go ahead and cover that.
No.
Number three, TCU.
Disagree.
Hell no. Hell no. No. You lost that game, you go home. You know that's the rules. You have to go undefeated or you don't get to be here. That is understood. I don't know why we got cute. Start doing something different. That's not it. And then we know Ohio State doesn't deserve to be here because they got whooped by Michigan.
So then who would be in your top four? If you're saying that, Sneaky said Michigan would smoke Utah. I agree. If you're saying that, then who deserves – so you saying this should be a two-team playoff?
I'm going to tell you who I still are my top four teams. If it was me, I'm going to tell you exactly who I want to see. Georgia at 1.
Say it again.
I mean, it is what it is. I ain't going to sit up here and lie. I'm not going to fake it. I would leave, even though I don't think that Michigan is number 2.
They've earned the number 2 ranking, though.
They've earned a spot in the top 4. They should be 4. And I think the Alabama should be top 4, but I'm only not putting them there because they get it every year. I want Utah and I want USC. That's my top 4.
Utah, didn't they lose 2 games?
Like I said,
Utah, there's never been a 2-loss team in the playoffs. 1. So that takes away Bama. So you think Utah's better than Bama?
No. Okay, like I said, I took Bama out because Bama goes every year. So
you can't do that.
I mean, do I think that Alabama is one of the top 4 teams in the country? Hell yeah. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but yes. If you have them play 2, 3, and 4, I think they win 2 out of those 3 games.
Sneaky said you only saying Utah to boost the Gators. He can't boost the Gators. He can't boost the Gators.
Utah play multiple times, and every time I've been impressed. That tight end is good. Those running backs are good. Cam Sky is good. I like that team.
If Utah did beat the Gators, they would have definitely made it into the playoffs. But they didn't.
Yes.
Gators caught them at the beginning of the season. That's the best time to play those games.
Exactly. And I still think that USC is the top 4 team in the country. They had a bad loss, but I think that loss
Aren't they a 2-loss team too? You picking that because you picked them as your sleeper. That's the only reason you're sticking by it.
I'm looking. Those are the teams that I think are the best teams. I told you, as soon as Caleb Williams got hurt, you got to take him out of the game. That's coaching more than anything, because those receivers were still getting open, and maybe the backup isn't as good as Caleb Williams, but he's better than injured Caleb Williams. That's my issue. So
apparently he didn't think so.
Huh?
Apparently, he didn't think so.
Oh yeah. And that's the reason I said you can't blame him for doing that. I know Caleb wants to play, but you got to look at all the rest of those guys who've been giving it all the entire season to say, nah, bro. Sometimes you gotta trust your guys like they trusted you all season.
That boy playing 2K GM with college.
No, those
stuff.
are just the teams that I think are the 4 best teams in the country. For me, I mean, I do think that honestly, Alabama is the 2nd best team in the country. But
Really?
shit, I think they're better than Michigan, TCU, and Ohio State. Hell yeah.
I think Michigan Alabama would be a really, really good game. I think TCU was awarded for being
That's exactly what
was awarded for being different. Because if you put if you make Ohio State number 3 and you take TCU out and put Alabama, then at that point it's the same 4 teams again. So I think
exactly.
But I also think TCU won a lot of close games, and they're fun to watch. And I mean, at the end of the day, money rules all. So, I think you're wilding saying Michigan's number 4. I'm
telling, not ranking or whatever you got to do because you won these games. You tell me what team I think is the 4th best team. It is Michigan. I don't trust Michigan at all. I feel they're just like the Vikings to me. Sure, you got a good record. I don't trust you. Not today, not ever. And beating Ohio State doesn't make me believe in you anymore.
I think this Georgia-Ohio State game is going to be better than people think. When I say better than people think, I think Georgia's like a 10-point favorite. I think Georgia will probably – well, no, maybe not. I think Georgia will probably win by 10 points.
Y'all better not lose, boy.
I'm with Sneaky though. I'm with the fans that are here. I think TCU Michigan is going to be a better game than you think because Michigan is missing Blake Corum. They have Donovan Edwards who's good, but TCU can score and they play decent defense.
Now I don't
decent
have
Big 12
any belief
defense.
in TCU, but I need TCU to actually win this thing. I need them to prove me to be right.
That Michigan isn't good. I think everybody.
I mean, honestly, that Michigan winning or TCU winning is the only way that I get any peace. Y'all get that thing back to back. I'm never going to hear the end of it. And you know the other team. So the only way that I have any peace is Michigan hadn't won in so long that it's like they only got like 3 fans left. And TCU has 0 fans outside of LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to see a Georgia-Michigan rematch. If it's a close game, you're pretty much going to see it. No, I'm not doing no chaos. I don't want no chaos. There's no chaos. I don't want to see no chaos.
You've been begging for chaos all season. You got it now. Go ahead and y'all trick this game off. I need TCU. If TCU won this thing, it would be like I won a national championship. I'll be very honest with you. Man, I probably just cry myself to sleep. I laugh so hard.
But I will say, if TCU wins and Georgia wins, you might get another Alabama Notre Dame national championship.
If TCU wins this whole thing, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's gonna be so bad on Reggie.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will be. If TCU wins it all, oh my God. Oh my God.
I got a trump card. I can always say that y'all lost to Vanderbilt because you have said Vanderbilt for 2 years now. I can always say that y'all lost to Vanderbilt, and I can also say that there is no Florida on this list at all. But
hey, Brent Key to Georgia Tech. Brent Key to Georgia Tech.
You started it. I ain't say nothing. I was quiet. I asked you to give me.
You said, "Hey man, let's talk about Brent, yo."